We are?
Are you? They're joking.
Since when?
And the timer's going.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's get all the crap that's not supposed to be on there that's still in the shop. What are you doing, man? We're going live.
You didn't tell us we were ready.
Your cookies are right here.
Okay.
Do you want your water on set? I'll get you a glass for it.
Yes, please.
Where are you going?
All of a sudden, you're ready to go?
We're about to start.
Hey, this middle camera, Thomas, the light's nor green nor red. The middle camera, the light is nor green nor red. It is nil. There is no light. Is that normal?
Because it is not live.
Is it going to be used at all?
What are you talking about?
Have this one, so like, normally it has the...
Because it's not doing it. Is it on?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, I see it on the software.
I just mean because those ones are green. Normally one is... Or normally they're all lit up. That's what I meant. Bam, 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 bam. Wait, we have YouTube now?
We're only going live on YouTube tonight.
How? How do I get the link?
The link should be in that post.
I tried to...
Oh, swipe up. It didn't work. Oh,
Oh, there it is.
Hey, Thomas, I emailed you my questions. Can you print them? I emailed them to you. That's why I asked for your email.
All right, everybody's talking. Whoa, you! Ow! Fuck! I just moved the goddamn camera.
Well, when the other ones are not on, that means that one is.
I am posting the link right now.
All right, you sent me
An email. I just need it printed.
to the Horror TV email?
Your order.
You need it printed for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kill all these lights. Bedroom light, hallway light.
So you want me to do the synopsis?
Let's throw some fog in there? How do you throw the fog?
Yeah,
Is it already turned on?
It looks like it's already plugged in. You might just have to switch it on and off.
The red button.
Woo! We love it.
And could I get my water by chance?
Where is it?
I think he was getting me a glass.
He hasn't done it yet?
Can I have a glass as well? I just need it empty.
An empty glass?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is nice paper.
A little bit crazy. Okay, I need to go.
Lily, out. Out.
Out.
She's waiting.
You beautiful beast.
Is that camera back on? Now?
right at me.
It's all chow. Excuse you, ma'am. Excuse you, ma'am. Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's time?
8 minutes. Oh, 6 minutes.
I think it's fucking burnt out.
The camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can always add a couple minutes.
It's really hot.
Did it power down or something?
It's on?
Wonder why the light's not on.
It's on, but it's all wacky. There you go. To your right. Or you want to come over here? I'll move it.
Alright, we will not have a light on the center camera. I will send it in and get it replaced.
So if the other ones aren't lit up, we can assume that one is.
That's there you go.
Gotcha.
You hit it on the spot.
It'll probably be the one I stare at the most
reasoning.
anyway. Right.
Exactly. If no other ones are red.
Yeah, I didn't know on the last one, I didn't know one of the cameras could see me. So when it was on, I was like,
More?
I guess so we can just keep it how
Less.
we've been doing it, so we don't get confused. Now that we have a camera
There?
out. Yeah. Well.
Perfect. I knew that was gonna get.
It felt right. That one felt good.
Alright, anything on.
Oh.
Something that's visible is like these things on.
We don't even really use the keyboard. But maybe we will for something.
When it turns into like a 1 hour show and there's guests
no.
online or something.
Right?
Yeah. This should be only like 3 minutes or so left. Alright. Looks good.
Spooky vibes. Spooky vibes. Got secondhand smoke.
3 minutes.
Ooh. I know that.
I need like a burnt, old piece of paper to read from, so it's like more on brand. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I'm reading a scary piece of paper. I don't know.
Spill some coffee on it. Dip some wine. Dip it in some wine. Make it look aged. I'm gonna relax my feet before I have to prop them up again. Make them look like lazy feet. So this one came out in 2007. Because we got the first one wrong, but that's fine.
Wait, when did you guys say it was?
I said it was that it came out in the original Halloween came out in 77, but it came out in 78. Somebody corrected us.
That's not bad.
No.
Wait, did they correct you on live or like?
No, they commented. They like sent me a DM and they were like, oh, like, in case you want to change it. And I was like, haters can hate. Thomas was like, we're keeping it. I was like, okay. He's like, people can correct us if they want to.
No more commentary.
No, because I'm never wrong. Nobody will ever know that I'm wrong. I don't get that. No, not okay. So in this movie, Michael's a little bit older. He's 10 when he murders his sister.
Oh, how old is he in the?
I'm pretty sure he was 7. Both of us?
No, you stay right there.
Okay. I don't move. It's because you smell, girl.
Lexi, stand straight up. And get ready. It's only about a minute and a half.
Ooh.
It's a minute.
A minute?
Everybody's standing up, sitting up straight. Everybody knows what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is shut. The first camera is solo on you. I will yell when we have 5 seconds left. Count down from 5 in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Then talk. Don't wait. Just talk.
Okay. So count down from 5 when you say go.
Yes.
Okay.
30 seconds.
We know what we're doing, right?
Yeah. We got this.
Are we doing any sort of intro for ourselves?
We are going to mention that this is our last episode, but I think we'll just say, oh my God, welcome back. We're doing another episode.
No, and I think I might try to come back because I'm coming back in November, but I don't know.
Yeah, just say it. Yeah.
Just be honest. Be honest about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Horror Hotties. I am here with Lars and Lexi, and unfortunately this is going to be Lexi's last episode with us, at least for a while. So where are you going, Lexi?
I'm going to Portland.
Portland.
That sounds nice.
Why?
My friend moved out there and she's like, let's get an apartment together. I was like, sounds cool. Why not?
Oh.
I haven't lived there.
So it was really just kind of like a spur of the moment kind of thing. Oh well, we will miss you, and we will definitely miss having you here. That's for sure. So let's go on ahead, and we are actually going to be reviewing the Rob Zombie's Halloween. But first, welcome back to Horror Hotties. Welcome back, you guys. So, again, this week we did the Rob Zombie's 2007 Halloween. Now, this one is a little bit different from the original Halloween movie that we watched and reviewed last week from John Carpenter. This movie actually follows the story of Michael growing up, so you get to see a little bit more of the background. Spoiler alert, by the way, we are going to be talking a lot about the movie and throwing out some awesome fun facts and some trivia. So there are going to be some spoilers, you guys, all right? But first things first, this one follows Michael, and Michael actually you get to see his experience going through prison. While he's incarcerated or institutionalized.
You know what? We should probably show them the trailer.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So let's go on ahead. We're going to play the trailer for you guys, and here it is.
Tonight's brutal murders was described by police as Manson-like in its viciousness. 3 people brutally murdered and a 10-year-old boy being held in custody.
You haven't said a word for 15 years.
This summer, Rob Zombie unleashes a unique vision of a legendary tale.
Listen, be careful tonight. A lot of nutcases come out on Halloween.
Is the boogeyman real? Why are you so obsessed with the boogeyman, Tommy? Halloween night, the boogeyman attacks kids who don't believe.
Oh no, Tommy! Boogeyman's gonna get me!
I'm gonna cut that mask right off your face.
He's come back for his baby sister. To do what?
All right, guys, welcome back from that spooky trailer. All right, so let's do our first thoughts. But first, what do you guys think about watching that movie from the perspective of Michael? So let's really talk about that, because you do get to see him go to prison, and he comes out, and, you know, after murdering his sister and a few other people that you get introduced to in the beginning, he comes out and he's looking for his baby sister, who ends up being Laurie. So a little bit of a twist on that movie plot for sure. So what were your thoughts on it, Lexi?
I mean, it was pretty gruesome, but I liked it because you kind of got to see like into the head of Michael a little bit. Like, you know, the doctor was sitting there talking to him, and he was like, everything's fine. Like, I'll remember what I did. But then you see him kill the nurse.
Right.
Yeah, he was lying when he said he didn't remember.
I don't.
What? I didn't do that.
What are you talking about? I didn't do
that.
No. That didn't happen. And then he's like, how is everybody?
Yeah, he's like, how's everyone at home? It's like, Michael, you slaughtered them. What are you talking about? Poor mom's just like, I don't know what to do. Right. But I really liked that we kind of saw Michael as kind of a human at first, as a kid, you know. I mean, the first scene is him, you know, hurting his little pets. Yeah. So that's kind of a bad sign. But, you know, he's still a kid, you know, like.
Yeah, it's savable. Like, at some point you, like, want to think in the movie, you can save him. Like, it's just his family, they're crazy. Which Rob Zombie is, I guess, a really good way of portraying that on set. You know, his mom is, in the sex industry. She's in the industry. And just you just see this home dynamic that they build, and it's, you know, it's kind of messed up. So you can kind of see why maybe Michael has these issues.
It's realistic. You know, a lot of people grow up in that sort of environment, and some of them, you know, become messed up people. Like, that's kind of where a lot of this, you know, real life killers kind of come from messed up homes like that. So it's really real, and you kind of see Michael as a real person. Like, in the first movie, you don't know anything about him. Barely. Like, you know he's crazy. Yeah. And then he kills, but you don't know why. Crazy. Like, you don't really know him. Yeah. And this one, you get to know him, like, pretty well, and I think he did a really good job. I love the kid actor. I think he killed it.
Job. He really did. And when you see pictures, I looked at pictures of him growing up, and he still looks the part. Yeah. he plays Michael. He is Michael to me as a child. And we actually were talking earlier, and you made a really good point. This was one of the first and only movie that Michael has ever talked or been given a voice. Right. So that's actually something that I thought was really cool to find out. That's really neat.
I mean, once his mom kills herself because of what he did, he doesn't take it. He never speaks again, which is pretty cool. I think it's creepy, you know.
A silencing.
Yeah, but you hear him as a kid.
So you always have some fun trivia questions for us.
I do.
What do you have tonight?
Okay, let's see.
I'm excited for this one.
Yes.
I feel like it'll be a challenge.
Yeah, you guys are getting better at them. I think you're kind of more in tune with me. So
doing more research.
Yeah. Okay, so first question. The movie that Laurie is watching while babysitting Tommy and Lindsay is A, House on Haunted Hill, B, Frankenstein, C, Creature from the Black Lagoon, or D, Amityville Horror. Try to picture it in your head. Go back to it.
Go first.
I'm like trying to think because I think it's like what is it, like the third or the fourth Halloween? She was watching like 4 different ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this one she was only watching one, but I think it might be Frankenstein. I do not know.
That's.
I don't think it's Frankenstein. I don't know why. I just feel like that's like, no. I don't know. Doesn't feel right. What were the other ones?
House on Haunted Hill, Creature from the Black Lagoon, or Amityville Horror.
I would have guessed Amityville Horror.
No,
both really?
Wrong.
Really? What was it?
It was a House on Haunted Hill.
I guess I've never seen that movie.
I was like, maybe it could be it. I couldn't remember.
No, I've never seen that one. I guess I'll have to watch that one.
Yes. Okay, next.
Thanks, she got me.
Next question. Which cast member admitted that they had never seen any of the Halloween movies before being in one? We have it is either Sherry Moon Zombie as Deborah Myers, Scout Taylor Compton as Laurie Strode, Malcolm McDowell, who plays Dr. Samuel Lewis, or Daniel Harris as Annie Brackett.
Oh, that's a good one. Wow, your questions are getting, like, awesome.
Thanks.
Lexi?
They'd never seen the movie before being in it.
Before being in this one.
Well, I know it's not the first one because Rob Zombie made the movie, so...
You'd think his wife...
You'd think. Yeah, you would think that his wife would know her horror films, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you'd
that's her man.
think.
Like,
yes, she's supposed to, right? Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the last one.
Lexi, you have to talk louder.
Daniel Harris as Annie Brackett.
Daniel
Harris. Okay. You think that's it?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to say it's the guy that played the doctor. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, the guy who played the doctor.
I feel like it would be him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did encompass that character really well, the obsession, I feel like.
He did that
That's probably
well.
why he had to study those movies. He had to watch them at some point.
Well, he didn't watch them at all. So the character was totally like his rendition of the information that they gave him about the character. So they told him about the character.
It was mostly a genuine.
Yeah, so they actually kind of liked that because then he wasn't, falling into the same character because the whole point was kind of to remake Halloween.
Yeah.
From a, totally new because it's not a sequel.
No.
It's not a prequel. It's a remake, but it's still very unique. And so the doctor, that's his own character. He didn't copy the original one.
And I know that while I was reading, I know that Rob Zombie actually really wanted to encompass, again, the childhood Michael. The why is he the way that he is? Why does he stare at his victims? Which he still got across.
Yeah,
he still did the awkward staring. Even in that scene where he gets the guy and he chokes him up there and he stabs him.
Yeah,
and he's hanging just like the original. And he was still staring. Like, he got all of the Michael attributes, which I really liked. But he built more of a familiarity. Like, he wanted people to feel familiar. Like, this could have been someone's neighbor. Like, this was like, because kids do grow up kind of messed up sometimes, or you see it in movies in Hollywood at least.
Yeah. There's definitely some kids that I went to school that look just like him.
Spot on.
The Kiss t-shirt with the ripped jeans and the greasy hair.
Right?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And you're like, no, I could see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he built like this whole storyline, and then you see him in when he's institutionalized, he has this friend, or you think they're friends, and then he just, when he gets out, he murders him anyway.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah. Poor guy, which honestly probably deserved a better kill scene.
Yeah, can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was being drowned, right? And it just didn't look like he was being drowned. He just was, like, chilling. He wasn't trying to fight back. But then when you pull him out of the water, then he's, like, flailing around.
Oh, my God, I'm drowning.
It was like, I don't know, I didn't buy it. But all the kill scenes, like, they were all really good, except for that one, and it was very disappointing because we loved him.
Yeah, because they do make you like his character in the short amount of time that he's
he's like the one guy in the building
take care of the kid. Like, he's like, whatever, like, I'll take care of you. You know? He watches out for him. Sure he stays
but
out
then
of trouble.
Michael has no compassion even for people that showed him compassion for 20 years. And he just still brutally murders him, and that kind of shows Michael that's Michael. He's a brutal killer. He doesn't care.
He was gonna pretend to. The thing is that the like I liked was like he was like, yeah, handcuff me. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it's okay. We're friends. We're good. And then he's just
like I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't immediately go to handcuffs. Like he knows. A giant. He's not gonna break.
He's like, this is gonna do nothing.
I don't know. I feel like he could have coerced him in a different way that might have worked.
Well, he was like, Michael, don't do something we're both gonna regret. I'm like, you're gonna regret not running out of there right now.
He should have just dipped. He should have just ran the other way.
He should have just left. Like, why'd he hang around? He sees that girl all like in the hallway just mutilated, and he's like I'm gonna stay.
Like, he knows who did it.
He knows exactly.
I would be out of there.
He knows exactly, and then he's like, oh, Michael, like. No. Yeah, that should have been done a little bit better. Yes. But
I do have one more question.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Which cast member voiced the main character from a previous horror movie franchise from the 80s and 90s? We have option A, Dr. Samuel Loomis, or B, Sheriff Lee Brackett, C, Wesley Rhodes, who is the bully that Michael kills first. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then Michael Myers. So this person that was in this movie was the voice of another main protagonist or main character in a horror movie.
I think I know the answer. So Lexi.
Wait, hold on. What were the first two questions again?
So
the answers.
Samuel Loomis, the doctor, or the sheriff. Or the bully, or the killer.
I think it was I feel like I'm going to get this completely wrong, but I think it's A.
No.
Yeah. See, I told you.
You tried. You know, we all tried.
Yeah, what was your guess?
I couldn't think.
The sheriff.
Yes.
It's the sheriff, and he plays the voice of Chucky.
You're right. Look at you. You got it. Yep.
I recognized him when I saw him in the cast pictures. I was like,
dang it.
Well, I knew it was like one of the first two. I was sitting there. I was like, both of them sound familiar.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all my questions. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Did you guys get any right? Let us know.
Right. Let us know. Also, so some of I want to do favorite kill scene because there were a lot of kill scenes in this movie. A lot.
More than the first one, which I was very
very happy
with.
Like 4 people died in the first one. I don't
know.
Like this one, there were a lot more.
Much higher kill count, much more blood and actual gore and actual stabbings and everything.
Yeah, the special effects were on point. I feel like as far as the goriness goes, I think like sometimes you see fake blood on cam and it's like you could have used better blood or like it's not dark enough or it's not the right shade of red or you just pick it apart. This was perfect. Yes. I was like, that's black blood. Like that looks like, realistic to me. That's what I want to see.
When Michael goes into the bathroom stall and his little slippers are all muddy and gunky, I was like, that one's nasty. That was good.
Crusty.
Yes.
No, like the freaking dirt was in it. I was like, boy, how?
He had like sprouts. For real. From underneath his fingernails.
Part of the movie is like, he keeps killing and getting more dirty. They act like he doesn't clean himself, like he wouldn't. And so he's like, by the end of the movie, he is nasty. Like, so they keep up the progression. Like,
he's like, don't shower ever. Michael doesn't shower. He doesn't have time for that.
No,
he doesn't
exactly. So he just gets
Or
progressively
working water.
dirtier and grimier. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
which I think is really cool, and I wish they would have paid attention to maybe more detail in the John Carpenter versions. Where
I only had like $100 to work.
But rub some dirt on your feet, like that's all he did. Like he just stomped around in some mud and made his feet look gross. Like
yeah, that probably wasn't makeup. That was probably real dirt. They're just
You
like
know,
walk around outside.
At the same time, you had mentioned that they were reusing leaves. So.
Yeah, yeah, they didn't have much to go off, so I'm not gonna judge them.
Right.
I don't judge the first one. I liked this version better, honestly, just because it was, you know, more blood. I like the blood.
More box office. A lot more money went into this film. That's for sure.
So I let you know my least favorite kill, Danny. My favorite kill, honestly, the first one was when he's killing his bully, who plays Junie from Spy Kids.
With Danny.
With Danny, so there's something going on there.
Right.
Everyone knows each other. But
yeah, they all hang out. They're in cahoots.
Michael's he's a kid, and he's wearing his little creepy clown mask, which they ordered from eBay for like $12 for this movie. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
and anyways, he's like beating the kid, and he hits him a lot. Like it is.
He beats the crap out of
and
that
the
kid.
crunching noises.
The sound effects were amazing.
Yeah, it was actually hard to watch, which is what I like in horror movies. Like, I don't just like, oh, yeah, they implied that they were stabbed. No, like, I want to
see it.
I want to see it.
I want to hear it. I want to feel it.
And then, like, they just did such a good, like, some people are really bad at acting like they're dying, but he did a good job. I think they did really well. It was very good.
No, I couldn't watch those last 4 hits because I was like, but like he was screaming and begging for his life, and I was like,
he's like, I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
I know, and his face is all swollen, and you're just like, please don't do this. This looks horrible.
Right.
And you could just imagine in the first like kill scene what he was doing to those animals, because like at one point he was crawling away with his legs broken. I'm pretty sure like a dog he's killed done that or something. I was like, that's all bad because he like prepared for it mentally.
His mom, when the school confronts him about that, you know, she's like, "What? My Michael wouldn't do that. My Michael wouldn't do that. Like, ma'am, his rat just died.
He probably not the first rat that's died either, because she was like, I'll buy another one. Like, as it's probably happened
like
before.
It's happened like a goldfish. Like, oh, your goldfish died? No, my rat died again.
Yeah.
You know, even though rats live for a very long time.
Yeah, parents out there, if your kids look anything like it, if your kids' pets disappear very often, maybe ask a professional for some help.
Although I did as a kid, just a funny side story, but as a kid, I used to take my betta fishes out of the bowls and I would put them in my pockets and I would take them for walks. And so I would be like sitting in the Burger King drive-thru with my mom. I'm in the back seat, you know, and I just like pull out a fish and I'm just like trying to show the cashier guy the fish. He's like, "Ma'am, your daughter has a fish." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was a little bit of a psycho."
Did you know it was killing them though?
No.
Or is it you didn't know?
I thought I was taking them on a walk.
Okay.
Like,
see, that's different than being like ripping them to shreds.
I'm pulling the fins off of my fish.
Yeah, no. If you didn't know, it's okay.
No, I didn't know. It was not.
You seem normal
not like
now.
That, seemingly.
Yeah. Okay. What was your favorite kill scene?
When they killed the boyfriend, the douchey boyfriend in the beginning.
It wasn't that much of a douche.
What did he do? He was pretty rude.
What did he do?
He was calling, just like, I don't like name calling, and like that, like, you know, in the beginning when he's just, the way he's talking to Michael, the way he's talking to the girl, like, he's like, what did he made a comment about her butt, right? And she's underage, you know.
Oh, you mean the mom's boyfriend?
Yeah,
not
boyfriend.
the sister's boyfriend.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy. Sorry, no, yeah.
I'm like, wait, he's pretty mean.
Yeah, and then he's talking about
like Michael a killer before he killed him.
Yeah, he called Michael out. He was like,
know.
this little kid's a psychopath. Like, he's probably crazy. And lo and behold, the kid freaking tapes him up while he's drunk, passed out. And
yeah, he didn't feel. I mean, I guess if he's that wasted, he wouldn't know. But like,
yeah. Like,
well, I thought he was paralyzed too.
He had a broken leg or something from like a fight that he got into.
Yeah, I think
like,
he was
what?
just supposed to be just this drunk, gross man that just hits on young girls and preys on women. And Michael just is like, yeah, like I do kind of like that he was the next kill. Like he was like, yeah, I'm not wasting time with you. Like done. And
and
his throat. And I was like, oh. Yes.
He's like leaning over him as like the dude's head is looking straight up, and then he takes his mask off. He's like, yeah, look at my face.
Right.
Like that would be the last thing you see.
Because he called him ugly. He kept calling him ugly.
He's kind of. I mean, I don't know if he's ugly. He's scary, but he's.
I know, and I feel bad because
scary, right?
Sketchy.
Yeah.
What is it? Isn't that what he was thinking about while he was in the hospital? Like he kept on trying to hide his face and told his mom he was ugly. I was like,
yeah, because that
the
dude
trauma.
called him ugly. Exactly. That guy was probably the reason. Like,
most of the trauma.
Just because his mom's a stripper doesn't make him a killer, but that dude abusing them, the whole family, definitely did something.
Yeah, definitely.
Understandable.
For sure. So,
Lexi, do you have a favorite kill scene?
I think like towards the end where he kills the 2 police officers, because like, you know, the kids think they get a break in it.
Yeah.
And they go to unlock it, and he goes up, kills the first one. You knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well,
but then he just like comes through the door.
Yeah.
I thought that was the
good. That was a good chase scene, like the kids screaming and.
That was so realistic. I had to turn I was watching it at work, you know? And so I had to turn my volume all the way down at that part because those kids' screams were so authentic. I was like, wow, they're terrified. Like, they're terrified.
I usually don't like children's screams. Usually they're a little fake and just like high-pitched. But
annoying.
They were but they were good. I think the kids did a good job as acting scared and not just screaming.
Or maybe they really believed he was the boogeyman.
Yeah. Oh, that's a funny part. So towards like the end of the first movie ends with Laurie and the sheriff in the cop car, right? And that's how it ends. But in Rob Zombies, they have that scene where they're both in the cop car, and you think, okay, this is the end, just like the first one. And then Michael's not dead, of course, and he comes crashing in the window, and then you get a whole nother like 20 minutes or something. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of a cool difference. Little spin. Yeah.
No, and I think inside the second Rob Zombie Halloween, she like in the first scene she's inside the cop car.
Yeah, so
it starts from
they left off.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it though, so maybe I'll have to watch that one next.
But the one with the sister's boyfriend, he's not that much of an asshole. He was just in the way. He was just there in the house.
There, the poor guy.
He's like, sorry, bud, but I'm gonna go have sex. So and that's about it. He didn't say anything mean, but he was in the house making a sandwich. It's probably how I would go making a sandwich.
He's chilling, big chilling. He's supposed to be grabbing his girlfriend a beer, just relaxing.
Yeah, and then aluminum bat to the skull over and over, and he just bashes his head in, and his little feet are like shaking under the table. Like, ooh, that little bit makes the whole scene just like
that much more, because like you would think that he didn't, like the bully, he didn't hit hard the first time, but this time like he had enough strength that first
he's like, I know how to.
Man.
Yeah, he had some practice in, and he's like, okay, just straight for the head.
Right? No, and he is huge in this movie. I feel like he is extra large in this movie.
I like the tall guy.
He's very tall, very big. I think like when he put the sheet on when he was a ghost, it was really you could see how big he was. Like, in this little
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts from the first movie when Michael's a ghost, and they did it again, and it was even better because he's like has the beer.
He holds out the beer. He's like, yeah, I got it. I heard you.
They just grab their neck.
Right, and she just. Oh God, yeah. So there were a lot of like mimics in this movie. So I do like that they kept some of the kill scenes pretty similar. Some of the characters kind of similar. Definitely the major plot twist was major plot twist being that Laurie is his sister,
right?
So the baby in the beginning. So that was kind of like a big like, oh, okay, well that puts a little bit more of a different twist on the story.
That made more that makes more sense, I think. Than him just randomly going home and killing whoever, you know.
Yeah.
He's actually looking for someone. And then he's like, I found you, sister. Like, we can be family. And then she just stabs him in the neck. He's like, all right,
it's
then.
gonna be like that. It's like that.
Oh,
like,
okay. Well, I'll just kill you then.
Right? No, that was a really good plot twist, and I think one that probably a lot of people were hoping for too.
Yeah.
You know, because you do kind of in the original ones wonder, oh, like why is he so obsessed with her? Like, what is the story behind that? But you don't get to find out yet. So
in the first movie, Laurie is portrayed as like a super prude girl. She doesn't care about boys or parties or anything or sex like her friends do. But in this one, since she's his sister, she has the Myers blood in her.
That DNA.
So she's a little bit more.
She's a mommy's girl.
Yeah, she's like, oh, the teacher touched me, Mom, and her mom's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so that's definitely more of a Myers thing to do. So it makes sense.
Yeah, making her a little bit more promiscuous. I feel like because she wasn't too bad, but she was on the border.
Yeah, she was open to having sex.
Yeah. And, you know, how old did they make her in this one? I don't even know.
Oh, I don't know.
She had to have been, like, 17 maybe.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the same age.
Oh, I think it was
that
17.
Her other sister
or, like,
been murdered.
Either 16 or 17, something like that. Because the cop said something about, like, how he had to take the baby or a 2-year-old to the police.
Yeah.
And then it was 15 years later.
Oh, see? You got it. That makes sense. Yeah. I actually had another a cool fact. Laurie's friend, Annie Brackett, is played by Daniel Harris, who played the main protagonist, Jamie Lloyd, in Halloween 4. Ooh. So they didn't even mean to do that. Actually, her manager person, like, auditioned, submitted her stuff to be in the movie.
Yeah.
They didn't even, they had a fight for her to be in the movie, even though she was in
that makes sense.
one of the other movies. So.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of cool. And the only reason they cast her is because she agreed to do the naked chase scene.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, yeah, if you do it naked, we'll hire you. She's like,
absolutely.
Okay.
And of course, it's fine. I do know, I remember seeing too that the scout who plays Laurie, the main character, she actually, Rob Zombie picked her. Like, he really wanted her to play Laurie. Like, he, from what I was reading, saw her, just her persona and just knew that she would do well in that role. So he fought for her to play the Laurie, and he was like, I don't want anybody else. Like, that's what I read. Y'all
Interesting.
Fact check that, I don't know. But that's what I hear.
I heard that Rob Zombie had a little bit of beef with John Carpenter.
Yeah, I know there was some confusion. We were reading about that too. There was some confusion on whether or not John Carpenter, endorsed this movie or was, open-minded to it, or if he was completely angry and against it.
John Carpenter called Rob Zombie a prick.
Well,
there's a voice recording of it.
That prick. Not good.
Okay, but I got a real quick question. Is Michael Myers just a perv, or, like, what's up with that? Because when he killed his sister, he was, like, kind of touching her leg, and I've noticed that most of the kill scenes are when teenagers are having sex.
Yeah. No, I think there's definitely a pervy side to it, and I think that kind of goes along into just the whole serial killer vibe, is usually killers who are experimenting that young have some sort of sexual drive behind it, or they get something out of it, but they don't go too in depth.
I mean, that's the number one rule of horror movies is don't have sex.
Yeah, so it could just be kind of a cliche, they want him to be kind of a pervert stuff. Because even in the original, again, there's a bunch of underage innuendos. There's him stalking the kids at school. So it's like, it's not just the teens, it's young kids. Like, he's stalking young kids too. So you're definitely, it's a good question.
I know, I was sitting here, I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, I had something to say about his sister's kill scene. I was like, but I can't remember. And then I was like, oh, he was touching her leg.
Yeah,
and then she like turns around and she's like, Michael? I'm like,
Michael, answer me. Yeah, the part where she's walking away was pretty cool. When she's all bloody, like crawling out, like her dress looks really good, like her legs look good.
She looks great.
Yeah, I like that part. can we talk just for a brief second about Joe Grizzly bitch?
Yes, the bathroom scene where they're fighting in the bathroom stall. Now, you had mentioned that was real.
So, yes, in filming, like, they had a fake bathroom stall ready, but they had the real one there. And Joe Grizzly and Michael are both massive dudes, and they actually, like, kind of fought for real. Like, almost real.
You can tell they're both pretty similar.
Yeah, like, they actually came out with bruises on them, and they actually broke the real bathroom stall down. Like, that was a real stall, and he really smashed him into it.
Smashing this man's, like, bah, bah, bah.
Like, that was
to get the knife out of his hand. That's what he was doing. He was like, smashing.
So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a great scene.
That's really cool. Yeah, that was when he's all sitting on the toilet, and he's like, "This is not the time, man." Like,
I know, like, I'm busy.
His magazine.
He's all explaining, and then he looks at his feet, and he's like,
"Crusty ass."
Dusty feet. I'm Joe Grizzly bitch. And then Michael's just like takes him out, like,
done.
Yeah, and then steals his clothes.
Okay, so next week, you guys, we have actually, so normally we get to choose the movie, or we talk amongst ourselves at the end of the night, and we decide what movie we're going to do. So we actually have a special request from at the Draven Kyle, which is actually, I believe a friend of mine. So thanks for the request, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
He would like us to watch Haunt. I know nothing about this movie.
No, me neither. I don't think I've seen it, so
it'll be interesting to review. Unfortunately, Lexi won't be here, which is extra sad. But you can watch us, you know. We'll
watch the movie still. Yeah, still watch the movie.
Yeah, maybe we can have you guest star on a few episodes.
Yeah, maybe. Like a little webcam or something.
Yeah, like get you up on like Skype or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and doing this, you know.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to miss you guys.
Yeah, we'll miss you, Lexi.
Yeah, we'll miss you. But we will be doing Haunt next week, you guys. So, unfortunately, I don't know who it's directed by or anything. I can't.
I'll let you know.
We'll figure that part out later. But make sure to like, subscribe, share, follow horrortv.com. Again, we go live every Monday. Time kind of fluctuates sometimes, but we're trying to keep it around the 8 to 8:30 time. So
yeah.
All right.
And if you guys have any recommendations on movies that you think we should watch, please let us know, and we might give you a shout out and watch it.
Yeah, we might watch it, review it. So, well, and then, again, Mondays, 8 to 8:30, we go live. So, have a good weekend. Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Bye.